Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Sun Academy. Today we are going to solve a question of liquidator accounts for S5 BCom. As you can see, the question is ABC Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 30th June 2022 when its balance sheet was as under. On the liability side, there is a equity share capital, profit and loss account, 8% debentures, outstanding interest on debentures, provident fund, creditors, and 2 months salary of 3 clerks. While on the asset side, there is a goodwill and building machinery, furniture, stock, debtors, and cash. Then, after an additional information, it has been said that debenture holders were paid on 31st December. Liquidation expenses amounted to 10,000. Liquidator remuneration is 2% on amount realized, 4% on amount paid to preferential creditors, and 10% on the amount paid to equity shareholders. The asset realized as under: land building 15 lakh, machine 17 lakh 10,000, stock 15 lakh 50,000, furniture 40,000, and debtors 2 lakh 30,000. Now we have to prepare liquidator's statement. First of all, we will write the cash balance which is shown in the balance sheet, 1,20,000 on receipt side. Then after assets realized, that means cash account. So land building realized 15 lakh, you can write it in inner column, and total of all the assets realized can be written outer in the column. Machine 17 lakh, 10,000. Stock 15 lakh, 50,000. Debtors 2 lakh 30,000. And then after furniture 40,000. In this way, amount realized of 5 assets. Now on payment side, first of all, by liquidation expenses, that is I think 10,000. Okay, then after liquidators remuneration, and that has been said that 2% on amount realized. So amount realized is 15 and 17 32 and 15 47 lakh, 48 49 lakh, 49 lakh 90,000 plus 40,000, 51 lakh 30,000. Let me check. Building realized 15 lakh, okay. 70 lakh 10,000, 15 lakh 50,000, 2 lakh 30,000 plus 40,000. That is 50 lakh 30,000. 2% of that, 1,600,000. Then after 4% amount paid to preferential creditors. 4% into. Now preferential creditors, first of all it is PF, which is equal to 30,000. Then after is clerk's salary. Now there is condition to pay the employee's salary, actual amount or 20,000 or 4 months salary, whichever is least. Here 2 months salary to 3 clerks is 135. That means each clerk is getting 45,000. 135 divided by 3. Each clerk gets 45,000 salary for 2 months. Means month salary will be 22,500, while actual amount is to be paid 20,000 or 4 months salary. So here 4 months salary will be 90,000. So it is not possible. They are only to be paid 2 months salary because their outstanding is for 2 months salary. So they will be paid 3 into 20,000, 60,000. Preferential creditors will be 90,000. Now amount outstanding of them is 135 minus 90 as a preferential. So remaining will be unsecured. Now 4% of 90,000 will be 30,600. Then after amount paid to preferential creditors, here 10% on amount paid to equity shareholders will be calculated at last when the amount will be paid to equity shareholders. So by preferential creditors, those are to be 90,000. Then after by 8% debentures, those are 5 lakh plus outstanding interest is of 40,000 plus additional interest of debentures on 5 lakh, 8% for 6 months. Why? The firm went into liquidation on 30th June while debenture holders are paid on 31st December. So 8 5 are 40, 40,000 will be interest for whole year. So for 6 months it will be 20,000. In this way, debenture holders will be paid 5,60,000. Now term comes of creditors, unsecured creditors. So creditors are
of 23,65,000 plus clerk salary that came to 45,000. So total amount will be 24,10,000. Then after amount paid will be at last to equity shareholders. Now amount which is to be paid to equity shareholders includes remuneration of liquidator. That how is to calculate. Now this amount was 50,30,000 plus 120, that is 51,50,000, out of which 10,000 paid for liquidation expenses, 1,06,00 and 3,600 as a remuneration. All these figures are to be subtracted, minus 90,000 minus by 60 minus 24 lakh 10,000. So amount remains, balance amount is equal to receipts minus payment. Receipt is 51,50,000 minus payment is 31,74,200. All these figures are to be included. First of all, 10,000 plus 1,06,00, 3,600, 90,000, 560, 24 lakh 10,000. 31,74,200 is the amount paid. So balance is 19,75,800. Now suppose balance is 100, 10% remuneration 110 will be balance amount including remuneration. So against 110 it is 19,75,800. So against 10 what would be the remuneration amount? 19,75,800 divided by directly 11. So that happens to be 1,79,618 on equity share capital 1,79,618. So total figure will be 2,84,016, the remuneration which will be paid to liquidator. Now balance figure to equity shareholders, out of 19,75,800 this figure will be subtracted. $17,96,181 will be the amount paid to equity share holders. Now let's repeat once again. First of all, we will have to write cash on the receipt side. Then after, amount received by selling of assets. On payment side, first of all, liquidation expenses will be paid. Then after remuneration, 2% on amount realized. So all these five figures are realized by the liquidator. So on 50 lakh 30,000, 2%, while 4% on preferential creditors. So preferential creditors are provident fund and clerk's salary, 3 clerks, 20,000 to each. Why? For preferential creditors, whenever employee's salary is paid, three things are to be considered: 20,000 or 4 months salary or actual, whichever is least. So here 20,000 will be paid because each clerk's salary is 45,000 for 2 months, which is actually outstanding. So 45,000 is more than 20,000. While 4 months salary, we don't have to consider it because outstanding is only for 2 months. So 90,000 will be paid, 60,000 will be paid as a salary and 30,000 provident fund. 90,000 is preferential creditors amount. So 4% of that will be 3,600. Then after preferential creditors will be paid 90,000. Debenture holders with interest outstanding and 6 months outstanding interest, which is to be paid as 20,000, total 5,60,000. Then after unsecured creditor, which were 23,65,000 and remaining balance of preferential creditors 45,000, total 24,10,000. Now on the balance amount, 10% liquidators remuneration is to be calculated. How? From the receipt 51,50,000, you have to subtract 10, 1,600,000, 3,600, 90, 560 and 24,10,000. So balance amount will be 19,75,800, which includes liquidators remuneration. That means suppose equity shareholders are paid 100, 10% remuneration 10, the balance amount is 110, against which is 19,75,800. So against 10, that will be 1,79,618, which will be paid as a remuneration to liquidator, and balance amount will be paid to equity shareholders. Now, if you are getting with my lectures, then do follow, comment. If you haven't still subscribed, do subscribe and always do hard work to get best results.